Hey church family, it's nice to see you again. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's prayed up. And we just thank the Lord for another day. We got to live one day at a time. One day at a time. God give us 1 second, 1 minute. Those minutes turn into hours. But we got it one day at a time. We have to learn how not to go forward or backwards, but really stay focused. The scripture I'll be reading from is Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. That says a whole lot about who our God is. You really got to get a chance to know who your God is. Your God is not an object. He's not an object. He is a God. He made the whole universe. Think about that. He made the whole universe. If he made the whole universe, you don't think he knew this was coming? Now we got to add this to our one day at a time. But in the process of that one day at a time, God is still the same. This don't even change him. It might change us, but this do not even change him. God say, lean on my understanding for a reason. He didn't just say it as words to put in somebody's vocabulary. He said that because it's a reason you need him, because it's a reason people do things that they ain't supposed to do. The only way you're going to understand what's going on right now if you spend time with God. Since this stuff been going on, it makes you think twice, like, what is God doing? God is just being God. It's what people are not doing. We all have a purpose. God came to this earth for peace. He did not come for war. He did not come to make all this stuff going on. He came to give us peace. And that should be your focus. Peace. Your focus shouldn't be the corona. The focus shouldn't be the job. The focus shouldn't be what's going on. The focus should be, I want peace with God. If there is no peace in you, how can you really make peace with God? So I ask you today to go over that scripture. Because he the same yesterday, today, and forever. He haven't changed. We changed because of these situations here. We changed, but we're not supposed to change. We're supposed to trust in God because that's who created us all. Jeremiah 1:5 say, I formed you in the womb. He formed us in the womb. He said, I got a purpose for you. But are you willing to live out that purpose? In order to understand your purpose, you got to really know who your God is. If you really don't know who your God is, we're going to miss out on the purpose. Even if you don't like what's going on, you still got to say, God got a purpose for everything. A change is going to come. But if people are not changing within themselves, where is the change going to come from? Proverbs 3:5, he say, lean on me. Lean on my understanding. He says that for a reason. Sorry about that. He says that for a reason, to lean on my understanding. Remember, he created the universe. So he sees things that we can't even see. These eyes see straight ahead. These eyes see what the TV tell me. These eyes see what my mind think of. He sees it all. Whether we hear or not, God sees it all. But in order to understand where God coming from, you got to change your mindset. If you don't change your mindset, there's no way you can see God. My doctor was telling me one day, you're going to need glasses. I kept telling her, no, I'm not. The older I got, the more I see I needed glasses. But I had to change my mindset to understand that that's what she was talking about. Because glasses is not what I wanted, but I had to realize what I needed. And remember, that's where you meet God at, in the need, not the want. If you can separate those two, you can understand why God is still God from yesterday, today, and forever. I kid you not. Nobody woke up this morning for nothing. God got a purpose and a plan for it. Some people didn't wake up. God still got a plan and a purpose for it. Everything is how you look at it. Everything is how your mindset transformed what didn't happen. Why me? That's not fair. I thought God was all love. He is. But you got to get in His will. If you get out of His will, that's where the problem becomes the problem. We don't want people to pass away. We don't want people to do things that harm themselves. But life is in our choice that we make. And if you make the wise choice, that benefits your future into doing God's will. It's things I didn't want to do, but I did it because I knew it was the right thing to do. I don't even want to wear this mask all the time. I forget it. Going to get gas, you forget it sometimes. You done walked in the store, everybody looking at you. You like, and that's the new normal. I don't want this to be my normal. I want Jesus to be my normal. I want Him to be a part of my change. Because He made me. He made you. He made your parents. He made your grandparents. He made us for a reason. And it's not to worry about the corona. You know, we can't help it sometimes. But God is on that throne for a reason. Jesus is on that throne for a reason. And we got to live with it. But He left us a book to help us understand how to live with it. If you can live with it, then you can understand where He's coming from. But you got to change your mindset. Because your mindset helps you understand children. Your mindset helps you understand young adults. Your mindset helps you understand adults. But we got to be awakened and aware and have that eyesight for God's vision. Because without no vision, you can't have no eyesight. Have you ever had people tell you something when you were little, and then 10 years later you'd be like, that's what they were talking about? Because maturity played a part of that. For Jesus to walk this earth, maturity played a part of Him. He knew He was on assignment. He knew He had a purpose. I didn't know I had a purpose. I didn't know I was on an assignment until trials and tribulations started happening. That's how I started meeting Jesus. That's how I started knowing, like, hey, it's somebody here. He left us something. And you got to be careful what voice you listen to. So I ask you again, do you really know who God is? Get to know who God is. He's not an object. He created the universe. It's days you walk outside, you be like, it's beautiful today. Even if it's a bad day. God created that. And remember, beauty is not on the outside. It's all on the inside that you want to reflect on the outside. When people see you, you want them to see the God in you, not you. Because at the end of the day, it ain't even about me. It's not even about you. God came here for peace on earth and changes in peace on earth. And one thing you can't do on earth, you can't stop loving. You have to keep on loving, even when it's hard. You got to love the things that hurt. You got to love the things that ain't working. You cannot stop loving. Your mindset has to let you know how to love again. Love is where change is. Peace on earth is where the love is. Just imagine if everybody loved each other. And I'm going to use America, for example, that God created. This is the only place on earth that every race can come to. There should be love every day here. That says something. Every race can come here, but every race can't go everywhere. That just says it should be peace on earth. But you can't see those things without God. America is going through what they're going through because there is no God in America. America took God out of school. When you take God out of places, you can expect this to happen. We need God. We're not going to make it without Him. And before I close today, I just want to ask you to ask yourself, do I really know who God is? You got to really know who God is. If you really don't know who God is, you're never really going to find out who you are. So I read the scripture again. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. And He's going to be that way because He knew His purpose. Where would we be without Him? We'd be a lost soul. And guess what? That's who Jesus wants, the lost people. So if you're not lost, you're not worried, and you're not wondering, there's no need for God. God wants what's lost so He can help you find what you need for His purpose on earth. And we coming into a new year, 2021. 2021. We just came to 2020. And this hit home. We need more prayer. We need more unity. And we need more love. The devil is still working. Love again. Love again. And happy holidays. Thank you.